So, just reading Patihan publication, Amulet News publication, which has an article about the Khun Phaen 15 or the Khun Phaen, Pra Khun Phaen Pi Kumarn 2515 BE of Luang Phu Tim, Wat Lahan Rai. It says, Tok Kwai, Fall of the Buffalo, which is a terminology used for when an amulet trader or expert either sells something very expensive at a cheap price or picks up the wrong ones and walks past the right ones, or pays a lot for something that isn't worth anything. Usually it means a mistaken, Tok Kwai, lose money because of mistaken. And it's like fall off your horse kind of thing. Fall off your horse. So Tok Kwai, fall off their horse, of the Pong Pai Kumarn Luang Phu Tim. Ti sag na, like a pie in your face, of the Gangasur, the headless ghost gang. Khai Pra Ghé, the headless ghost gang, they actually mean the old school famous amulet experts who have monopolized and controlled the amulet markets for about the last 20-30 years or so, and who are now actually, some of them have actually closed shop, others are maintaining their reputation by accepting these amulets here, which at first many of them tried to deny, because the 2517 BE, Pra Khun Phaen Pi Kumarn of Luang Phu Tim, was declared by those people to be authentic, and anything else that did not fit in the ones they had in their hands, they used to declare to be fake. Now, in the days of the internet, it's become so easy for people to communicate and exchange information that it's become impossible for the lie or the deception to be maintained. And the main reason for this is, of course, that the 2517 BE edition only seemed ever to be in the hands of either millionaires who bought stuff from the expert auction room owners, or the expert auction room owners themselves, which is very strange if you think about it, because you know, Luang Phu Tim in Ban Kaay Rayong at Wat Lahan Rai, in the municipality of Ban Kaay in the province of Rayong. If you walk around anytime during the past 20-30 years, walking around there asking the local devotees if they're wearing what they wear of Luang Phu Tim, you won't see them showing you the supposed $1 million amulet of 2517 BE, which is only in the hands of the Bangkokian auction room owners. You would think that if the edition was real, then apart from the odd masterpiece being in the hands of some Bangkokian auction room, that actually some of the old devotees and the old folk of the villages around Wat Lahan Rai would also still have some in boxes in their homes or hanging around their grandpa's neck. But you never saw that. What you do see, though, is the Khun Phaen 15, this one, and these ones, and these ones. If you go around the area of Wat Lahan Rai and you find older people, you will find these amulets. And you would say that a real amulets from a real monk, if you don't see the local devotees, and especially the older ones who were around at the time, wearing the odd one, and all you see is in Bangkok in some showrooms, but that the local folk around the temple don't wear them, highly suspicious. Which this is one of the points that has come up in discussion on the internet. How come only the experts and the millionaire dealers have the 2517 BE edition, but why you don't see them in the local villagers wearing any of them? And how come those guys who maintain the existence of the 2517 BE edition as being authentic, how come they don't have any of these? But how come all of the local villagers and devotees do? And how come the Muan San of the 2515 BE is much more full of Khao Niao Suk and of Pong Prai Kumarn than you will find in most of those in the 2517 supposedly real edition? So I don't know if the 2517 BE edition, the reality or fakeness of that, I don't wish to comment, but what I do wish to say is that the 2515 BE edition is real, just as this magazine and many magazines, and now many expert old school showrooms are also accepting and putting them in their showrooms after first trying to deny it. But now, of course, they're getting on the bandwagon because they don't want to miss out, because money is their game above the love of amulets. Some people, they love money more than amulets. And the Chankapuai, here we see Put Tok Kwai, they fell off their horse. And they didn't check well enough when they were passing through, and too many people followed the matatan, the standards of the Chankapuai, of these manipulators, the old school manipulators, who only wanted to authenticate the stuff they had in their hands. Some people actually said that the 2517 BE is actually fake and that those monopolists faked it themselves, but I don't know about that. I don't wish to say yes or no to that. What I do wish to say is that anybody who still wants to say that the 2515 BE edition is not real, then they haven't been watching the news at all. They're not up to date, and they're repeating something that might have been valid to say 10 years ago or 5 years ago, but you can't say it anymore. Ni ngai, here it is. Here is a picture that you can see clearly of the Pra Khun Phaen Pi Kumarn Luang Phu Tim Pim Yai from 2515 BE. That Tipok Matatan Changapoy, that they have to follow the strict rules of the 2517 BE edition, according to these Changapoy, the snobs, who attacked the 2515 BE edition, saying it was fake, but now they had to turn their heads around and be embarrassed. And now they are crazily looking for them to collect themselves so that they can also put them in their showrooms, because the 2515 BE is the most preferred edition now with those in the know. But it also says here, those who were selling the 2517 BE, many of them have now closed their shops and hidden, because their customers are coming back and asking for their money back. And this is because of the news that actually the 2517 BE edition that everybody sought after and paid extreme high amounts of money for was fake and made by these Chankapoy, made by the old school supposed experts of the amulet showrooms, the people who have dominated the scene for many years. So I don't want to get involved in that accusation, but it's even in magazines now and on the news. So there does appear to be a strong evidence to that. To confirm for yourself, you need to get a 2517 BE and a 2515 BE. Take an eye loupe and look very, very closely at the Muan San to look for Khao Niao Suk and Pong Prai Kumarn and other ingredients such as Gesa, hairs of Luang Phu Tim. Examine the takut, but mostly the Muan San, the clay, If you've recognized authentic clay once, you've seen an easy to recognize one, then you will see it every time when you look at one. And a lot of people are arguing that the 2517 BE does not have, it's just plaster, white plaster. But you have to, you can check for yourselves with that. What I'm here to speak about is the 2515 BE edition, which is the one that I prefer to play with, to mess with, to collect and to distribute. So now นี่ไงถ่ายรูปให้ดูกันชัด Here it is again. We show you a clear picture of the Pra Khun Phaen Pong Prai Kumarn Luang Phu Tim พิมพ์เล็ก the small พิมพ์พศ2515 BE เวลานี้กลายเป็นพระยอดนิยมพุ่งแชงปี2517 Now it is the most highly preferred amulet, which curses the 2517 BE edition. So what they're trying to tell you is that the authentic edition to look for and collect is not the 2517 BE, rather the 2515 BE, which actually means any of Luang Phu Tim's amulets made between 2505 and 2515 BE, because almost all of those are currently being classified as the Khun Phaen 15 Ningha, the 2515 BE edition. But actually many of them began to be pressed and made some years before that, and some were distributed and some were kept for major distribution in 2515. But some of them were actually made before 2515, but still classified in the moment as 2515, until further subcategories are going to be made, and I'm sure further refinements in classifications will be made as more encyclopedic works are made. There are already about 3 or 4 publications, catalogues of encyclopedic works of the Khun Phaen 15, Khun Phaen 15 amulets. So you can expect to see a lot of different versions being published in the next few years, and I recommend you to snap up any that you can, because the prices are already rising from extremely affordable and very cheap even from before this news came, to now they're starting to take on showroom prices, and pretty soon of course they're going to become ever rarer, and they're going to become at least as expensive as the 2517 BE famous edition, which people have known for so many years, and it's already taken over that amulet in popularity now. So if you can still get your hands on one, and you can afford one in the moment, you won't be able to afford one later, that's for sure. And so that's my advice. I just wanted to share this page with you whilst I was reading it, and I'll share more with you about this edition as I have time. It's Sian Spencer for the Buddha Magic Project, signing off.